To the officials, I should say her opponent and the bench. Here we go, it's a best of 5. KUAI on to start. Incredible first point. Defender, or as table tennis players like to call him, a chopper or defensor in India. You get the ball back on the table time and time again, varying the underspin, forcing the attacker to lift an incredibly heavy ball. 24 shots in that rally. KUAI crafting a point.
Incredible play here, that one. Because they're high enough to tempt you in, but there's still things to think about. It's really interesting. I'm throwing balls at her, and it was blocking practice for KUAI. Found it really interesting, that.
Well, I have a guess. You didn't see her from beginning till end of practice, right?
No, that was the last thing they were doing before they came out here onto the court.
Okay. We'll turn nook and cranny that might come her way here.
Oh, yeah. Now this medium pimple, so she can punch. And, of course, formidable as well with the forehand side.
The longer they are, the more defensive they are. They leave the spin on the ball, which we like to call spin reversal, knuckle factor. The medium ones are a hybrid, right in between attack and defense. Table, KUAI with an incredible start. I can't believe HONOKA was back at the table for that drop.
This is eye candy right here. Such elegant players, these two. Oh man, the transitions are so smooth. Great feeling on both sides of the table. It really is a dance. And this is the wonderful player you will be. But spin is such a differentiating factor between table tennis and other sports.
Some 100 years of sport. This sport specifically invented in England. And here we are in London, right back where it all began. Crazy that these two nations, these two teams, weren't in the game for decades. Despite that, world champion in any sport China had was table tennis.
And it's because they've dominated this sport.
And family. Society calls it, and depending on where you are. The question is, if you're a coach, what do you call for HONOKA to come back and do what she's done time and time again? She's in front by 1. Do you think we'll see more attacks?
Potentially. I think she's got to try to vary the depth even of the chop from time to time. Use the peripheral vision.
And the spin. To watch so closely and move those feet quickly.
Ooh.
Now I think about Team Japan over the years, or even how China handles choppers. They eat them for breakfast. They just have them as practice partners for the team. You've done your homework. Variation on that last backhand to cover the elbow.
It's a good point you make, Adam. We don't really see any top Chinese choppers at the moment, say in the top 30 in the world. They've got a couple of youngsters coming through.
They've got 3 teams that can avoid sending choppers against China. So why here and now against the women of Team China?
Yeah, she's beaten Wang Yidi a couple of times. That was an epic at the Europe Smash. Recently, they have got the better of her. That match between Hashimoto and Sun Ying Sha in Yokohama was a bit of a turning point, I feel.
Speaking of turning points, 7 of the last 8 momentum with HONOKA, and she continues. Keeps you on your toes, can't fall asleep at the wheel in moments like this. Hanging in there, embracing for the impact there.
10-5.
All that UN lead son in the training hall for moments like these. Oh man, 1991. It is so packed in here. It is a sea of fans for the drama. And KUAI just redirecting, absolutely speeding traffic. And now she takes it, HONOKA HASHIMOTO on the 3rd. Game 2, HONOKA with the serves.
We'll try to more recent context. The last 5 World Team Championships that we've seen, Japan-China finals, and China won every single time since it was played in 2014 in Japan.
Here, there's a lot to enjoy with the style of play that we see. HONOKA HASHIMOTO covering that middle so well, kept behind the. They'll stay close, they'll come right back in to punish. You can see from the start too.
Attacking can have its risks. You know, when you're a player who wants to be closer to the table to limit the time of your opponent.
Play.
Backspin doesn't carry through quite as much.
That is to do. KUAI laser-like focus, stamina and persistence to take this point. 40 brick, a 2,000-pound brick.
Not attacking everything. Bringing Hashimoto in and out, moving her side to side, sometimes nullifying, kind of resetting the backspin by touch. It's composed play.
All you have to do is have a 3-hour-long point back in the 1930s, and someone who's writing rules is going to make something change so that you don't have a winning battle.
That's right.
So how that relates to that, even if someone wanted to try and handcuff you into a pushing rally, that you can escape it. We saw a few strong blocks. With the Liang Jingqun position. From early in this event, from Elias Ranafur to others in the game, to cause some big headlines. And KUAI won for Japan, which means that yes, Sun Ying-sha, okay, she's been beaten before by Miwa Harimoto in relatively recent history. And Hina Hayata, on a good day, against Wang Manyu in the deciding 5th, that would be interesting.
Certainly would be.
spin on the forehand from inside the table.
It's incredible. Just thinking about the timing of when players meet as well. And, you know, from KUAI Man's perspective, yes, she's played a World Cup final, smash finals, but this is the biggest match of her life. I think it is Hashimoto's as well.
5-all.
After a 28 shot, it has a 100-year history.
Whoa.
Oh, the punch. It was there. Not an easy make this most of the time. We'll have another look at it just to see.
She's frustrated because she knows if she does make that, it puts increasing pressure on KUAI Man's touch and push play. Popped up just a touch.
And she twiddled. So, even though the medium pips, I said they're hybrid between defense, that's a tough one. She had the spin there if she needed it. Could have played more topspin. That's maybe why there was a head shake. Just to throw credit her way real quick, with the black side was wrong.
Yeah.
Had she played more spin, she would have been exposed on the forehand. She very well could have made that shot and won the point.
And it's just so important to emphasize as well how difficult it is when you're racing.
Whatever that's been chopped quite a bit, and KUAI Man hasn't been bothered as much recently. Even that forehand, a bit of tomahawk to the chop.
Watching it all the way, KUAI Man. Look.
Her hand, you can hear what you'd imagine is Ma Lin going, yes.
I was just thinking the same thing. They're just bothered about the process. KUAI Man.
Almost gets there. Wow, the soft hands in a pressure moment like this is why they put KUAI Man in the mix.
She has so much feeling, so much flair. Look at that little dainty dink. Man, so delicate.
Had to open the racket up so that it was almost facing the ceiling to keep that ball out of the net. And it's like second nature to her. Pivotal match. The percentages change drastically if KUAI Man takes this match. Team Japan, anything's possible. But KUAI Man, after an 11-5 victory in the last game to tie it up. Ooh, catches the thumb. That's what it appeared like.
Bit of thunk on the ball. Again, nice variation from the chop. Hashimoto playing the backhand for even the world's best defenders against lefties. We saw Han Ying struggle against Ung Lam. Nearly lost, actually.
And also, with Shushin, their higher life, and it was locally, it was internally against Mata. So, left-handers, a lot of advantage in racket standing opposite your opponent. Of any shot, people often wonder, and if you talk to the spin scientist, which is a spinnier shot, long pips or inverted? The highest backspin shots come off of the inverted rubber. There's just that much more control. You can add to it. And that's exactly what HONOKA did. First three here. Loaded once.
And it's going to be difficult for KUAI Man against the slightly shallower backspin balls like those, because the edge of the table is an obstacle.
seconds, holding a chair with your arms extended and with your arms against your chest, your hands right near your chest, but you don't even have to. Little spark for the Chinese fans. We've seen bigger comebacks. Still early parts of this game. Don't let that. The dribbler scrapes it and comes right back to the net.
Some divine intervention. I mean, something had to bring that point to an end. Interesting that Hashimoto didn't play a single attack in that rally. Going for out-and-out defense on both sides.
That looked like it rested for 2 bounces on the net before it fell to the table. Let's look one. Okay, this is a 41 shots.
New record.
In that rally, yeah. Just for the record, they just played 41. Defenders are a completely different game. Climb on with their second point. I like the idea from HONOKA.
First attack in a long time that we've seen from HONOKA Hashimoto. Do you ever think that the defender's thinking about if I don't?
But let's see. There it is, the last one from the
shot there. It's incredible. I do feel as though QUAY is playing too many spins here. It's difficult. She can't power through Hashimoto. She has to try to maybe push a couple and then go for more power when there's less backspin on it.
Nervy moments out here. Just because I said I would and you asked the question, and balance. Yes, keep the opponent guessing, remind them that you can attack. Oh man, but at the same time, attacking, you're a defender. You just keep chopping if that's what's working. But here, clearly, to not accept this invitation, the question is, if not attack, then what? Top spin, kicking, short side of the table, not as much. The twiddle, the black back. I think it's interesting because in terms of risks, by playing it safe, you're still taking a risk. Event this year. For HONOKA to quickly adjust to move back in. Watch the depth on the table. That was so shallow.
And to take it on low like she kind of had to. The side spin on that.
More of this event. A master of this serve. She comes around the outside of the ball like a reverse tomahawk and sets up 5 game points. Doesn't miss by
that speciality shot as well, the fade wide. And then we see the real power play of QUAY man.
Placement is 4 more to go for HONOKA. Only one needed. Inside out forehand to the wide forehand corner. little bit more. Nice to see the Japanese contingent there in the crowd. In terms of tourism and cameras, the camera work that they put in to study and keep track of opponents' weaknesses. I was Skyushiwan and Ma Long watching on. Man, so cool who comes together for this event. But in terms of risk conversation, if you play, it's tough to predict the angles on the next shot.
Yeah, theoretically speaking, to finish than a lob. Obviously, if it's head height as well, if there is a risk that those shallower chops might become a bit more redundant.
There, moving into the coaching role. Before Tomokazu was the youngest ever. Well, Team China has home court advantage.
What she was up against.
Wow, yeah, the hand, the way it was raised as the Cloud Walker sits a lot. Unless the opponent agrees. And on some level of the honor system out here, but you've got two officials closely looking, not to mention tournament referee.
To get into too much of a rhythm. Gorgeous. The way she meets the ball.
KUAI from trailing to in front by one. This is a big moment in a must-win game. Remember, KUAI's never taken more than a game off of HONOKA. It sounded like a medium because it's tough to keep track. See if the attack's in there. Okay, we're later in the rally. In terms of serves, that he saves it to keep it sort of unfamiliar for crucial moments. Oh, the twiddle sit up, but the truth is I think she was waiting for a backhand attack. There it is, the twiddle. And it comes to the forehand. Clever play. KUAI staying away from that attack. Court awareness. Seven lawnmowers in a row, those strawberry...
On it'd be mowed. You could cut the grass with those. What an unusual start to the rally. That was a ticking time bomb. I was just thinking to myself, Hashimoto...
There's not as much on it. It's all relative. Beautiful long serve. Fast topspin to the backhand side baseline. And if she takes this game, pressure is palpable. Freddie Mercury's played this stadium, this arena. How many? The nerves. 47 shots, 6 more than the record they previously set. This is crazy. These are the rallies that if you're playing with a friend in a local competition, you start laughing. The practice squad, the sparring partners for Team Japan.
You see Han Ying up there. The defensive legend, the veteran watching on here. Man.
Baba right now, this would mean a lot.
And if Marlin was sensing some fragility earlier on, there's going to be even more now, just 2 points away here, KUAI from defeat.
And this, does she pull it out? There it is. The serve sets it up for the second time in this match. Unwrap a gift to pull out a card that you know plays well. But sometimes you just have to wait for the moment. This sets up 2 match points. She takes it. Japan goes up 2-1 over China. 1971, the last time